everyone, I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce.
They enter tonight's game trailing 2-1 in the season series, and they are determined to settle the score.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And even if it's just tying the series, to go out with a win, well, you feel like you came out on top in that situation. So that's their goal tonight.
Five to shoot. And the basket by Siakam. And Clark, for these two teams, a lot of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
Siakam outside. No good on the triple. Suggs surveys the D. Oh, and Turner with a block. They recover it. Suggs outside. Another shot. And he nails the jumper.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Inside. Outside Mathurin. And stolen by Williams. Pass to Suggs. It's intercepted. Halliburton outside. To the middle. Nice shot by Turner.
Tossing around that 250 lbs, Turner going right through the contact.
And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness, he is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guard.
Now here's Suggs. An aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
You know, it's not his greatest strength. He's got a lot of different things that he's good at, but Suggs will hit the 3 if you give it to him.
Here's Mathurin. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Outside Eason. Now Williams. Suggs outside. Just 5 on the clock. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And you don't just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron. And it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Pass to Halliburton. Back to Siakam. Orlando with the rebound. Suggs outside. Rejected by Halliburton.
Got to be impressed with Halliburton's defensive instincts there. I mean, able to come away with the rejection. You don't see guards do that a lot.
Now here's Halliburton. Still without a bucket. Count it. Good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Suggs, no good. Indiana trailing here. Pass to Mathurin. Now Halliburton. He's covered by Suggs. Halliburton outside. To the inside. Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
And it's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
Here's Suggs. Oh, Siakam with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Siakam. Take it away. Down low. And the jam by Walker.
Nice slam by the big man Walker, making his presence felt there inside.
Puts the move on. And it's laid up and in by Williams.
It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Here's Castle. Takes it inside.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
And absolutely, even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman. He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Black. Still no points. Left side, Eason. Takes the three. That shot missing.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
I mean, what an acrobatic move. Walker just leaving them speechless.
From deep. Shot's good by Black. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
Here's Nesmith. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
The Magic, 19.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play.
Timeout.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Magic.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Let's hear it for you.
And here's Suggs. Picked by Carter. From deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Suggs has got 12 points in the game.
Suggs handling his business so far in this one. Really putting the work in on the offensive end.
And then Turner with the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Suggs outside. 5 on the clock. Top of the key jumper, no good. Indiana on offense. Trailing by 2. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you.
A gritty play by Siakam. Absorbs the foul and still gets his shot to go.
And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move.
Out of bounds.
He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Outside for Halliburton. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Suggs outside. Outside Kuminga. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Turner with the block.
Miles Turner denying another one of the league's best shot blockers year in and year out.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And so here is Orlando after the basket by Indiana on the other end. Mathurin with a steal. Kicks it out to Siakam. Fires in the triple. Siakam's got 10. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers?
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
Here's Black. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Will it go? Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. The 3, Mathurin. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. All right, Greg, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends. And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Shakes him, and he sinks the layup.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range. Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
He's perfect from the line this time. Pass to Walker. Here's Shepherd. And the jam by Walker.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here's Williams. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. Can't cash it in from close range. Indiana on offense. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Walker. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. They'll pin that one on John Collins. Indiana shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Drains the triple. And the Pacers lead by 7.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
From downtown, Black, no good. Indiana leading by 7.
What you say?
Oh, my goodness.
Come on now.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Williams. Off target at the rim. And so it's Indiana. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back after this word. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Black. Pulls it from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
A nice shot. By Halliburton.
You know, the outside game is really one of Halliburton's strengths. He makes that corner 3 look like a layup.
Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's Supreme Court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill. Feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
Here's Halliburton following the bucket by the Magic. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Halliburton. Here's Mathurin. Collins with the rebound.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you. Good stuff there. To the paint. Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
Over time, we have seen Siakam blossom into a star. Someone who's comfortable shouldering the offense.
Williams from long range. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. And he lobs it up. And then Siakam with the jam.
Yeah, going up and finishing. Tremendous display of athleticism by Siakam.
Williams. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Down low. And then Turner with the dunk.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. He's a great dunker. Bang.
Here's Black. Now here's Williams. 13 points in the game. Pass to Black. There's a screen by Kuminga. Shoots. Shot's good by Black. Black's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. The 3, Mathurin. Collins with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Williams with the drive. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to review the game plan.
Please bring a big round of applause for your Pacers Youth Dance Team. Your Pacers Youth Dance Team.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Pass to Shepard. From deep three-point range. Indiana again missing. Magic trail by 8. Suggs with it. 15 points in the game. Here's Filipowski. Jacks up a 3. Here's Walker. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And both free throws good for Walker. Indiana leading by 6. Pass to Shepard. Now here's Walker. Beyond the arc. Collins with the rebound.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Here's Castle. 5 points in the game. It's blocked. Walker in the post. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
Here's Castle. Lays it up and banks it in. Castle's got 7 points in the game.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
There's 48 seconds left in the third. Just 5 to shoot. Walker for 3. Collins with the rebound.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Suggs outside. Pass to Castle. Tipped. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
They're trying to chip away at that lead, but their decreased output from the perimeter this half is making it difficult.
Number 77.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Suggs hits them both. There's Nesmith with the 3. No good. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Indiana ahead. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Now Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. And here's Mathurin. Kicks it out to Siakam. Here's Nembhard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Suggs, left side. From behind the arc. The rebound by Turner.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Hits the three-pointer.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul of the game. Orlando making a switch here.
In for the Magic,
Suggs, right side. Shoots over Halliburton. And once again, off the mark by Orlando.
Scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the three. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
Just 4 to shoot. The Magic need to put one up here. Suggs, no good.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Good.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Here's Suggs. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Suggs has got 19 points.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Orlando making a switch here. Here's Black. Offensive board. Eason. Here's Black. Gets the three to fall.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Pass to Halliburton. Three-pointer Mathurin. Knocks down the triple. Mathurin's got 6 here in the quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
On the take. The kick out to Williams. Here's Black. Second chance shot. Rebounded by Halliburton. Pass to Castle. Out to the wing. Here's Black. Offline with a three.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Mathurin. Crosses over.
Magnets and vice grips on his hands. Mathurin making a miss.
And the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul of the game.
personal foul. Second team foul.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Oh, and Turner with a block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Turner. And Orlando has possession. It's a 13-point game. Here's Black. Misses the three.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
Pass to Turner. Halliburton surveys the floor. Siakam outside. Clock at 6. Nifty move. Rebounded by Castle.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Collins, the open look. Gets an open look and hits it. Collins has got his first points in this one.
And this is a part of Collins' game that's really evolved, hitting jumpers and catch and shoot.
Magic trail by 11. Outside, Williams. Rejected.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
That's it down to single digits.
Timeout. With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Kicks it out to Siakam. Pass to Nembhard. Here's the three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Pacers.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
And they end up winning the season series. Always feels good to have that upper hand over an opponent.
Yeah, I don't think we can overstate how significant that was for them today. I mean, beating a conference opponent 3 out of 4 times, that's no easy feat.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Pascal Siakam.
Terrific initiative. Not content to let the game come to him, he went out and made it his own.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play, finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
Here's Mathurin. And so Indiana takes the...
Baby, if you with me, better do right. And I've been gone too long, and I'm hoping that you sing my songs. I've been on this road for way too long. I've been hoping that we all get along. These roads of flames are catching a fire. Showed you I loved you, you called me a liar. Give God the thanks and praises. I've been on my own, but we ain't never left alone. And if I'm telling you the feeling is wrong, relax a little, friend, this won't take too long. And when you're feeling alone, you can call my phone. Is there a better thanks, 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 and praises. Give Jah the thanks and praises. Give Jah thanks and praises. Give Jah thanks and praises. Give him the thanks and the praises. Give him the thanks and the praises. Give him the thanks and the praises.
Congratulations. What you doing? Boss move. Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Win. Congratulations. Congratulations. Boss move. Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. Refuse to lose. Win. Congratulations. I'll retire when I expire. I'm in the truck like a spare tire. Not a dragon, but I spit fire. Volcano heat, not no little old. When I was in the trenches, looking at my life through different lenses. Like when my heart was full of vengeance. Not good, but bad intentions. Somehow the Lord kept me unharmed. Kept my head up under his arms. I had a cross for a charm. The chosen one when I was born.